Okay, we're building up to the Heineken Cup Final. Your first Heineken Cup Final. You're living in Cork. What's it like down here? What's the vibe like around the town?
No, everyone's wishing me luck, and it sounds like the whole town's behind us. Seeing a lot more flags around the place now, like on various cars and stuff, and drop my kids off to school every day, and all the school kids are yelling out too. So we know definitely the whole town's behind us.
I know you haven't played in a Heineken final before. What's the biggest final you've played in Rua in comparison to this?
Probably just the semi-final for the Super 12, which we lost to the Crusaders. So obviously played in some big games over in South Africa too, though, against the likes of the Stormers, who packed their stadiums out, and the Bulls and Natal too. But definitely going to be different having a stadium full of red jerseys all cheering for our team.
Have you seen clips of the final 2 years ago with the crowds and in Cardiff and in the lead in?
Yep, got the DVD at home, so had a look at it not long after I first got in, and not long after we first landed in Ireland, and said to myself, that's where I want to be in roughly a year's time, and now I've got the chance, so looking forward to it.
You talked about the Super 14 semi-final and Heineken Cup. How do they compare? I'm talking the rugby itself.
Yeah, no, big games are the same. It's the atmosphere which does it and makes it like a real cauldron. And this week is going to be no different. The only difference is actually that we're going to have most of the stadium cheering for us. Whereas when you're in places like South Africa and they've got a full stadium, they're all baying for your blood.
After the Gloucester game, a lot of our supporters thought, unbeatable the way they played that day. Then have been a little bit maybe disappointed with some of our form in recent time. Would you accept that criticism?
Yeah, I think we're more disappointed with the way we've been going than anyone is. But it isn't going to matter at the end of the 80 minutes next week, as long as we pull off the win. No one's going to remember those average performances. It's going to be this one next Saturday which really counts. But
a conscious that you got to bring it up to a different level than maybe what we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, looking throughout our season, the times we've actually played badly, we've gone back to the drawing board and sorted a lot of problems out, and hopefully we've managed to do that again. Well, we're just going to have to, otherwise we're going to be in for the shock of our lives.
And tell me, we saw you there training earlier on. It was pretty intense, that training there today?
Yeah, well, I'm still getting around pretty well for my age pattern, keeping the young fellas pretty honest, so I'm feeling pretty good about things at the moment.
So we might get another year earlier, would we? Or do you reckon those old legs can carry for another year?
Well, a year at least, Pat.
And come here, I mean, your family travelling over to the final, or will they watch it here on television with friends?
Yeah, my dad actually came over last week, so he's here. He's been learning the words to Fields of Athenry, and he'll be belting the lyrics out in the stadium. And so him and my wife are coming over, and they can't wait too. The last big game they came to was the New Zealand Māori versus the Lions, so they reckon they're a good luck combination. So.
Okay. Rua, for the Tipokis here in Cork, what are your plans for the summer? Do you plan to travel here in this part of the world? Do you plan going home, or what do you?
Yeah, no, we won't go home. We're only here for 2 years, so we're going to have a look around, little look around Europe and in the Mediterranean for a couple of weeks, and then back here to look around Ireland a bit more and soak up the lovely Irish summer weather.
And looking forward to Saturday week.
Yep, definitely looking forward to it.